Interested in getting a Rollo printer and using the Rollo Ship Manager? I'm going to give you a brief review on the printer, and I'm going to give you a more in-depth, but still a pretty brief review on Rollo Ship Manager. Watch that video right now. Hi, I'm Boiler Williams. I own an Amazon supplier, and I have a small warehouse, and I use the heck out of printers. So I started out with Dymo printers. They're really good printers. I'll show you a picture of my Dymo here in a minute. And I also use a Rollo printer. I've owned 3 Dymos, and I've only owned 1 Rollo. The reason I've only owned 1 Rollo is I haven't had to buy another one. They're great printers. So I'm a self-professed Rollo fanboy. I love that printer. If somebody came to take it out of my warehouse and replace it with something, I would not be happy. They would have to spend a lot of money to get me to agree to that. So I'm a Rollo fanboy. I was excited. I was looking for a way to print directly out of UPS and get it to print on my Rollo correctly. And Rollo has a new software. Rollo has Shipping Manager, Rollo Shipping Manager. So I was really excited because it ships Amazon, it ships eBay, it ships Shopify, and 4 or 5 other things that you might ship from a warehouse or from your small business. I'm really excited about that because I really want it all to be in one place, and I want all the labels to print out right. It obviously works with my favorite printer, the Rollo, right? So let's start talking about the Rollo for a second. I've had 3 Dymos. I've had the smaller one, which I could show, I'll show you in this picture. The one on the left is the small Dymo. I've had the 4XL, which I printed shipping labels with, and I've had 3 of those, 3 total Dymos, and they get gummed up a lot. So not a big deal, but that's why I had 3 of them and not just 2. I would have had one for the big labels, for the shipping labels, and then one for Amazon labels, basically, that's smaller. So the big one I struggled with, not with it jamming up. The software just, I couldn't get it to work. I put it on a different printer, not my shipping printer, but a different printer, and it worked fine. So at any rate, I buy a Rollo, I plug it in, thing works right out of the box. I don't know how many labels I've printed. There's probably a way to tell, but I have no idea how many labels I've printed. I've had it for over a year. I ship every day. That thing works without issue, except for 2 issues that I've had. I've just had to reset the printer. You can Google online how to reset it if you have a problem with it. That's the first thing I would recommend you try, is just to reset it. That fixed any problem that I've had. So anyhow, I love Rollo printers. So I'm real excited. I ship Amazon FBA and I ship eBay, and I do a lot of shipping, right? So I'm excited about this new software coming out. I have an IT background. I used to manage a DevOps department in a medical company. I also used to manage IT departments in a medical environment and in warehousing environments. So I'm pretty good with computer stuff. Having a DevOps background will play when I'm looking at software, because I think of how could they have made this better, right? And why do they have you doing all of this? So I sign up for the Ship Manager, the Rollo Shipping Manager, without incident, accounts created. So then I go to set it up, and there's a couple things that you're going to need. You're going to need your eBay login, and you log in, sets that up flawlessly, no problem. The Amazon, you're going to need a database and API interface. And if you set up like repricers or anything like that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's pretty easy to do. If you're non-technical, it might be a little bit difficult. It would be nice if Rollo had a video on how to do this. There's probably other companies that do have videos on how to connect this and just show you screenshots step by step how to do this. Anyhow, it wasn't difficult for me. If you're not technical, it might be difficult for you. I'll leave that up to you. So I put the 2 interfaces in, go through, and one of the things that you have to do here is when you ship, it doesn't just bill you, so you have to load it with money. So I loaded it with $50 just to give it a try. I spend more than that in a day in shipping, but whatever, let's just try one shipment, see how it goes, and then I'll put more in there. So got $50 in my account. I go back and look at what it thinks I need to ship. It's got 2 things in there. I just shipped eBay, but I had 2 more sales since I started messing with the software. There's 2 line items for eBay. Looks like it's going to work fine. I know that I have 10 boxes to send into Amazon, and they're not there. So up in the right-hand corner, click on it, and it shows you the progress. It says there's a problem with the Amazon interface. Okay, I'll get together with tech. In my mind, I'm thinking I'll get together with tech support on that here in a minute. Let's ship the eBay stuff. So the next screen, it tries to get pricing together, and it asks me for my UPS login or my UPS account number. I don't know. So you read underneath where you put it in their software, and it says how to get there. It says go to, my UPS and look in your account, and it'll say in there. It doesn't. So that's the beginning of my struggles with this software. So it doesn't say that in there. So there's a chat box. I start chatting with their support. It doesn't. You can't find it in your account. Your account number is not shown in your UPS account. Oh, well, here's a link to how to do that. Okay. So I follow their link to a UPS site, and it says I got to call into UPS to get my account number. So to set up the Rollo software, I have to call to UPS. That sounds stupid to me. So then I ask them, why do I need to connect to UPS? Why do I need to connect to my account when I'm paying you and it has nothing to do with my account? You know my return address, I've already put that in there. There's no reason for you to be attached to my UPS account. So then they replied, well, you can start a new UPS account that's separate from your current one and attach it. Like, why do I need a UPS account to send stuff through you? No response. Never responded to that. I have no idea why. So anyhow, I never really got to, I hate being on the phone. I don't want to call UPS and sit on the phone for a half an hour trying to figure out an account number where I see no value in putting that in their software. So it might be a quirk of mine. I don't like sitting on the phone to set up somebody else's software. Call UPS to set up the Rollo software. Seems ignorant to me. Other things that really bothered me was when you sign up for an account, you have to give them a job title or it won't let you go forward. That just seems ignorant. I mean, you can put anything you want in there, right? Also, you have to give them your website for you to move forward. What if you don't have a website? I do, but I don't need my shipping company to ask me my website before I can ship things. Again, might be quirky, and you probably can put anything in that field that you want, but it's asking you all kinds of information that are required that they don't need to know. I don't know why. We never got to your interface to Amazon didn't work because we couldn't get past the UPS part. So my review of the software is on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 1. I give their printer. I love that little printer. I got nothing to say bad about it. I couldn't recommend anything that they could do to make it better, except maybe make it cheaper. I mean, it costs what it costs, and I don't understand how much it costs to make. But, make it cheaper, that would be my only recommendation. That thing just runs. Their software is horrible. So after we go through this UPS, why do I need to connect to UPS, which they never could answer, then they said, well, this is beta software. Okay. I didn't just deposit beta money into your account. My time isn't beta time. I expect it to work. So when it doesn't work and you can't explain to me why I got to be connected to UPS and why Amazon, the API doesn't work, all these things, I expect you to know how to fix it, which they didn't. They still couldn't tell me how to fix anything. So at any rate, recommend the printer 100%. Software is garbage. They may say it's beta or whatever. It's unfunctioning. So my software experience, beta is pretty close to being ready for customers. This software is nowhere near being ready for customers. I may have been the first one that ever signed up for it because I can't imagine that they didn't know how to hook it to UPS yet. I asked him, have you ever watched somebody sign up for an account? Sir, we have access to your account. That's not what I asked you. So a little bit of a rant, horrible customer service. They didn't know what they were talking about. I don't think they knew the software at all. So stay away from the software. Use something else. Can't give you a recommendation on what else to use, but the Rollo software is just garbage. Their support is garbage. This is from a company that makes killer printers. So thanks for listening to me. Hope it wasn't too much of a rant. I'm passionate about the printer. I'm also negatively passionate about their software. So see you in the next video. Thanks.